So earlier this year, I came out with a video with Seth where we sold a digital marketing course. And when we first started selling it, I felt a little bit weird about it because I wasn't sure if people could actually get jobs from this course that Seth made. So a few months later, after we released the video, I asked Seth, has anybody gotten jobs from this course? And he spammed me with about 6 emails of people who have gotten jobs from just the knowledge they gained from Seth's course. And so we're gonna interview one of the guys that signed up for Seth's course and ended up getting a full-time job in digital marketing for about $38,000 a year. He didn't want to reveal his actual salary because he just got hired at a job and he was worried that it would piss off his boss. So with that being said, let's get started with this video. Today, I got a special interview. We're going to interview 2 people, Seth, the creator of a digital marketing course, and Justin, who actually got a job from a very short digital marketing course that we sell here on Engineered Truth. And I was actually a little bit surprised because when Seth first introduced this course, I was skeptical. I was like, nah, no one's going to get a job from this. Actually, I thought nobody would get a job from this. But then the emails started pouring in of people getting jobs, and Justin is actually one of the guys who actually got a job. And from a course that only took you about a month to finish, or how long did this online course take you to finish?
You know, I actually thought it was going to take a month, but it was actually just 2 weeks for me. But that was me busting my butt.
So in just 2 weeks, what kind of job did you land in digital marketing, and what do you do?
My official title is SEO specialist. So it's basically everything there is to do with SEO. I work with maybe at least 10 clients doing SEO for them.
So then I guess the big question is, how does a 2-week course train you enough to get a job? Because that almost doesn't make sense. You only take this course for 2 weeks and someone gave you interviews. Can you talk about, you know, you're applying for jobs and how you convinced them to give you an interview, and talk about the whole story about that part?
Okay, so basically, I think this course, the main thing about Seth's course is that it teaches you, it gives a very, very good foundation of what you're going to be doing on the job. And when I saw his course, it was more like a whole bunch of stuff. It was like a lot of information put in one place, and I totally saw it as, okay, I need to pick one of these things, like whether it be SEO, PPC, content, social media. I decided to go with SEO because I felt like that would be the best way to break into the industry with no experience. So the way I went through the course is I did what Seth said to do, which is basically go through the course once and then go back through a second time and pick the thing that I'm most interested in, which is basically SEO. In terms of applying for jobs, I took the information from Seth's course and I applied it to one of my dad's friends. He had a website that he was trying to get up and running, but he wasn't getting any clients. So what I did was I made a project with that website. I wrote out a whole report and I applied. I applied to like maybe 3 jobs with that project. Like there was a section where you put your resume in, right? So I wrote in the cover letter like, hey, I'm not going to put a resume here. Instead, I'm going to put this project that I made because I feel like that'll be a better way to demonstrate my skills rather than a resume. And I also wanted to stick out from all the other people applying.
That's super smart.
Yeah, because like a lot of people, like they do the resume thing, and it's like, if you think about it from the point of view of the employer, it's like, dude, I look through like maybe 50 resumes a day. I don't want to see another one. So I'm just like, okay, how can I wow them, but at the same time show them that I'm capable of doing this job? So that's why I thought of the project thing, and I got like 2 calls back out of 3.
So my question is, did you actually increase that website's ranking, the first one you did, as a project?
That's the thing. It takes time. SEO takes a lot of time to see results. So the point of the project was not to like see results per se. It was more to demonstrate the concepts that I learned. And I think that for all entry-level positions, that's a big thing. Like as long as they know the basics and they show that they're willing to learn, then they're going to want you. That's what entry-level positions are.
So for your first digital marketing job, and this is like without any content, like with no, like college doesn't really matter, right? Like only a 2-week course got you this range salary. What range are you in?
Probably like 38 to 42. No, 38 to 45 is a good range. Doesn't
Yeah,
give
so
too much away.
yeah. So then, just with a 2-week course, you got a 38K to 45K job with just 2 weeks, which is amazing if you think about it. That's like that is going from like say minimum wage is $10 an hour, which is about like 18,000 a year or 20,000 a year, and you double that. You got double the minimum wage in just a 2-week course. That's pretty nuts in my opinion.
Yeah, I thought it was nuts too. Honestly, it was hard for me to believe as well. Like the CEO of my current employer, he called me. He was just like, "Dude, Justin, no one applies like this. I want to interview you tomorrow." And that was like the day after I applied. So it was great. It was a great feeling, man.
Once you got on the job, did you find that what I had said in the course was like accurate about the job and the skills that I had taught? Did it like really, was it easy to transition in what they wanted you to actually do at your job?
Yeah, it was definitely like really easy to transition because at first they didn't have me work on accounts just yet because they wanted me to get a little bit more training, like a little bit more deeper into the concepts. Because I did have the basic concepts, it's just my work has like access to this other course that they pay for, and they had me dive into that for like a week, and then they had me go on accounts. But
Right.
the course definitely did help. It absolutely helped. That's why I got the job. That's why they hired me.
Yeah, for
So-
I
sure.
mean, that's great because you paid for a course yourself. You put that initial investment in, and then you got paid to learn at another course. So you definitely need that first course to get paid to learn, which is insane, which is
Yeah.
overpowered.
But that's the thing. Sometimes with at least with the paid accounts, you're take the basics and you start doing it, and then you're able to go to your supervisor, and the supervisor's like, oh yeah, you want to change this, you want to change that, which is like the best training ever when you're actually doing the work and getting a mentor on the job. You know, because you can't. I've had students too. This is something else that really kind of frustrates. I get students who have master's degrees in marketing, and they're just in such bad shape because they didn't learn anything practical. Like I had a woman who had a master's in digital media from NYU. God knows how much she paid for this thing. She had to leave where she was living and move because she's like, I couldn't find a job. And I'm like, did they ever tell you about SEO, PPC jobs? Like, no, we did like a case study sample hypothetical project, like my final project in school. And
Not
I'm like,
helpful.
not helpful. I said it's more helpful to even just do like what you did with your uncle, some small website, an actual website, than to do some theoretical thing in school that you're not even going to put on your resume. You know, because that's what they want to see is just that you have some experience with this. And like I said, that's how I got my first job. I had literally just run my own websites and my own campaigns, and they were like, oh, come work for us. We can talk to you, because everyone else has no idea what we're talking about. And I'll bet you anything. Let me ask you this. When you try to explain what you do to your friends and family, do they understand what you're talking about?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. No one even knows, man. It's so hard. Like every time I have to like practice like how to explain this in the most simple terms, but no one knows what it is. And even if I explain it, it's not even any better.
And as frustrating as it is, that's wonderful. If you do a job that nobody understands, you know, like, do you ever see the show Friends? I mean,
Yeah.
Obviously it's one of the best shows ever. But, you know, Chandler Bing had this job, and he was like, it was an accounting or a money job. And remember, all his friends, like, nobody understood what he did. And I was thinking, those type of jobs are the best jobs because they're the ones that pay well. Because
That means they're technical. They're super
yeah,
technical.
nobody understands how to do it, and those are usually the jobs that pay well. And if nobody understands it, that's great, because that means there's someone who wants to pay you to understand it.
So Justin, you seem super optimistic about your career. At least the vibe I'm getting from you. Would you say you are optimistic about your career? Like, what about it is what about it is like so optimistic? Because I read your email and you seem very optimistic about this career path. Why are you so optimistic so quickly?
I'm pretty optimistic just because I've gotten so far in such little time with such little money. And that's what's amazing to me, because I could see the possibilities with this field. Like, SEO is only one part of digital marketing. There's still so much more that I want to learn and explore, and that's probably why I give off that optimistic vibe, because in other fields that I've tried, I could see a ceiling. Like, I could see, like, as much as I feel like I could see, like, no other way out, but with digital marketing, you could do so much. You could open up your own agency, You could promote your own business. You could be a consultant. You could work anywhere basically, and that's what I love about this field, with like very little time investment or money investment. And that's the best part.
And I think when I go on angellist.co, which is like the biggest startup recruiting website there is, the number one thing is developers, but the number two thing all companies need are digital marketers. And for their digital marketing director, they're always willing to pay over 100,000, typically 120 to 140 if you have that 5 to 6 or 7 years of experience with everything. Then you're getting that 140 mark because they need you. Like, you're that important where it's like you can be a great software developer and make the greatest app, but if nobody knows it exists, it doesn't matter. Do you guys have any closing remarks about this digital marketing course? Let's just start with Seth first.
What's going to happen with you, Justin, is that as you continue to work in the field and you get more and more expertise in all of these things, you're going to be they're going to hunt you for management positions, because what they need is now they need people that you're going to be the one doing the training. They want somebody who can be a senior level SEO person or a senior level paid search person who can train new people. And those are the positions where even with 3 or 4 years experience, you can be offered 80, 90, 100,000. And I think what you've done is awesome.
Thanks, man.
All right, Justin. Any closing remarks about this course or about digital marketing in general that you want people to know?
Definitely. Like, I know I make it seem like it was easy. I guess like it looks like it was easy because I did it in such a short time, and I'm like so happy about it, but it's like you definitely have to put in work. Like, a lot of people take courses and they're just like, oh, this isn't for me, it doesn't work. It's like it's a fraud. It's because you didn't put in the work. Like, you got to put in the work to get what you want, and I feel like that's what's gotten me this far with Seth's course and with anything.
Dude, that's beautiful. And now it's funny because Seth actually gave me the course to check out because obviously I want to check it out before I promote anything. So I checked out the first 2 or 3 chapters, but now you guys listening to you talk about it, I actually want to finish the rest of it. Yeah. Okay, thanks guys for guessing on my channel, and I'll see you guys next time.
All right, Matt.
Thanks a lot.
Alright, so I hope you guys got something out of that video. And if you guys want to learn more about Seth's course, I'm going to leave an annotation here. With that being said, I hope you guys do decide to subscribe to my YouTube channel to get the most realistic career videos on the internet. And with that being said, I'll see you guys next week. Bye. Ranks digital marketing as the 8th best job for work-life balance, with a national average salary of $73,000. And the best part about this career is that you don't need a college degree to get this job, because it's not taught in college. My guest on this episode is